Cubs hosting the Phillies. The Phillies are minus 126 on the money line. The Cubs are plus 108. The over-under is 7.5 runs. The Phillies laying a run and a half on the run line are plus 128, meaning if you bet them that way, they have to win by 2 or more. And the Cubs getting a run and a half on the run line are minus 154, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you win. They lose by 1, you win. Sanchez did not pitch against the Cubs last year or this year. Talium pitched twice against the Phillies. 5 innings, 5 runs, 5 earned. They lost 5-1. He struck out 8. 2 1/3, 8 runs, 6 of which were earned. They lost 12-3. He struck out 1. The weather in Chicago for the 4th of July is supposed to be 73 degrees, 7-mile-an-hour winds from the right to the left, and then a 10% chance of rain. So, decent weather for the 4th of July. So, happy 4th to the people of Chicago and Philly. Head-to-head, the Phillies are on a 7-game winning streak. The Phillies are 7-3 against the Cubs in their last 10. The road team's on a 5-game winning streak. The road team is 6-4. The favorite is 6-4 on the money line. The favorite or the underdog getting or laying runs is 5-5. There's been one-run game in their last 10 meetings. The overs hit in their last 2. The under is 6-4, and the over-under at 7.5 runs is 5-5. And I was a tad bit worried today because I bet the Phillies, and that 2-1 game had me worried for a little bit. Then they took the lead, and then the Cubs tied it, and thankfully they broke away. The Phillies are 4-1 in Sanchez's last 5 starts. They've won his last 3 starts. The home team has won his last 5 starts. The under has hit in his last 2. The over is 3-2 in his last 5 starts. But the Phillies were the home team in 4 out of his last 5 starts. 6 1/3 innings pitched, 4.6 hits, 1.4 runs, 1.2 of which were earned, 4.6 strikeouts, 0.8 walks, no home runs, 85 pitches per game, 13.3 pitches per inning. In the last game that he pitched in, he threw 101 pitches in a complete game shutout. For the Cubs, they're 2-3 in Talian's last 5 starts. The under has hit in his last 4. The under is 4-1 in his last 5. 6 innings pitched, 6.2 hits, 2.4 runs, 2.2 of which were earned, 5.8 strikeouts, 1 walk, 0.8 home runs per game. He gave up home runs in 3 consecutive starts, 88.4 pitches and 14.8 pitches per inning. The Cubs are just not giving their starting pitchers any kind of run support. And it'll be interesting to see if they're sellers at the trade deadline because, I'm sure there's going to be teams that are contenders that want their pitchers. The Phillies are 7-3 in their last 10, 3-1 in their last 4. 2 runs, 5 runs, 13 runs, 10 runs. 2 runs in a win, 2 runs in a loss, 7 runs in a win, 6 runs in a win. For the Cubs, they're 3-7 in their last 10, 1-3 in their last 4. 6 runs, 8 runs, 8 runs, 10 runs. 2 runs in a loss, 5 runs in a win, 1 run in a loss, and then 4 runs in a loss. I'm going to take the Phillies with the money line. I will take the Phillies laying the runs, and I'm going under just because whenever they play each other, they're decided by more than 1 run, but I just have a feeling this game should be low scoring. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.